I've never not wanted, good for, the people around me. And because I put my pride in the work and I put my head down to do that.
Forward, you only see our group get tighter and tighter, and we're going to be able to withstand a lot of these matches.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely fun for us. It's fun for a lot of fans in the Midwest that, cheered us on.
Close your eyes and imagine this. It's the WNBA Finals. The Indiana Fever, once the laughingstock of the league, are battling for the championship. Caitlin Clark drives the lane, dishes it out to a wide-open Natasha Howard, who drains the three. The crowd goes wild. Is this a dream? Nope. It's about to be reality. The Fever just signed 3-star players who are going to turn this team into a powerhouse. We're talking about a complete 180 from where they were just 2 years ago. It's like watching a caterpillar turn into a butterfly overnight. And trust me, you don't want to miss this transformation. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Remember when the Indiana Fever were the joke of the WNBA?
Confident and staying aggressive, that's what I tell myself, but I thought they played really good defense to start on us, and then when we kind of got into a flow and played a little bit more in transition, we were a lot more successful, and obviously Lex was amazing. I don't know
what Caitlin brought obviously helped, but I think her and her play and utilizing us to show as a group what we can do is super special.
It feels like yesterday, but man, things have changed. Picture this. Just 2 years ago, the Fever won a measly 5 games. 5. That's like winning once a month and then taking the rest of the season off. It was rough, folks. But hold on, because something crazy happened. The Fever didn't just improve a little. They went from 0 to hero faster than you can say basketball revolution. Let's break it down, because this turnaround is mind-blowing.
This group, that draft class that came out, they've taken really good leaps at making teams better, and I think C-Square has done that for us like that. And I think for me personally, I'm focused on my team and what we got going on right now. The record can mean.
I feel really grateful to be in the position I'm in, and I honestly did not expect to have any fans when I came here.
First up, they drafted Aaliyah Boston. Smart move, right? But they were just getting started. Then boom, Caitlin Clark joins the squad, and suddenly everyone's paying attention. You know what's wild? Clark didn't just play well. She shattered 62 records in her rookie season. That's more than 1 record per game. It's like she decided to rewrite the WNBA history books in her spare time. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Fever knew they had something special brewing, but they weren't satisfied. They wanted more. They needed more firepower to really shake things up. And boy, did they deliver. In a move that had everyone's jaws on the floor, they pulled off the impossible. They signed not 1, not 2, but 3 star players in 1 off season. It's like they went shopping for talent and came home with a truckload.
I mean, they're really talented. They have weapons at every position, so just locking in, we knew we couldn't guard a single person individually. We'd have to play team defense, and I thought we did a really good job getting it done.
If I'm gonna go out anyway, I'm going out on my sword and my own 2 feet, and I think I pride myself on.
Obviously, keep the main thing the main thing. We knew that Chicago had a lot of up and down as far as their roster and who was playing and who wasn't.
We're talking about players who can change the game in an instant, who make highlight reels look like child's play. Now everyone's scratching their heads and wondering, is this the birth of a new WNBA dynasty? Are we watching the start of something legendary? Because let's be real, going from 5 wins to title contenders isn't just a step up. It's like leaping tall buildings in a single bound. The energy around this team is electric. Fans who used to dread game day are now counting down the hours. The arena that was once as quiet as a library is now buzzing with excitement. It's like the whole city of Indianapolis got a basketball-shaped adrenaline shot. And you know what's even crazier? This isn't just about winning games. It's about changing the entire landscape of women's basketball. The Fever are showing that with the right moves, the right players, and a whole lot of guts, you can turn things around faster than anyone thought possible.
I had a decent rookie season, but I just know something that's really cool about me is that my ceiling is very high. So I have a lot of room to grow.
When we were in college, I don't know, it's cool getting to see one of your best friends live out her dream and then play against each other by the same time.
Indianapolis' finest. Good shot.
You thought the Fever's transformation was wild before? Well, they just cranked it up to 11. Imagine taking a team that was already on fire and then dropping in 3 superstars. That's exactly what Indiana did, and it's about to blow your mind. Let's talk about Natasha Howard. This woman is a walking triple threat. Last season with the Dallas Wings, she was putting up numbers that would make your head spin. 17.6 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 2.9 assists per game. And she was doing it while shooting 45.6% from the field. That's not just good, that's scary good. But here's where it gets interesting. Some people were saying Howard was past her prime at 33. You know what? Those people are eating their words right now. Howard's not just a scorer, she's a defensive beast too. Remember when she won Defensive Player of the Year in 2019? Yeah, she still got it. Howard's the kind of player who can lock down the paint and then sprint down the court for a fast break.
Hall has come in and made a huge difference in this game. 6 for 7 from 3.
I appreciate it because at the end of the day we're competitors, and what she's done for us and paved the way to even for us to be here. We're eternally grateful for her.
She's like a one-woman wrecking crew. Next up, Sophie Cunningham. This girl can shoot the lights out. We're talking 37.8% from three-point range last season. That's the kind of shooting that keeps defenders up at night. But Cunningham's not just about scoring. She's known as an enforcer on the court. You know what that means? She's the player you love to have on your team and hate to play against. She's gonna make the Fever tougher, meaner, and a whole lot scarier. But the real magic happened when they re-signed Kelsey Mitchell. You want to know why this is such a big deal? Mitchell's not just a player, she's the heart and soul of this team. Last season, she was averaging 19.2 points per game and shooting 46.8% from the field. That's her best performance ever. And now she's back, ready to lead this new super team. Mitchell's return isn't just about stats. It's about leadership. It's about experience. It's about showing the new stars like Clark how things are done in Indiana. Kelly Koff, the team's president, said it best. Kelsey has been a foundation of our franchise for many years, and we are thrilled to see her return to the Fever. That's not just talk, that's a statement of intent. You won't believe the buzz around the Indiana Fever right now. It's like they've flipped a switch and gone from underdogs to top dogs overnight. Fans are losing their minds on social media, hyping up this new superstar roster. Imagine this, a team that was barely making a peep a couple years ago is now the talk of the town. The excitement is through the roof.
I can't really put my finger on it, but I think for us, in retrospect, it was about changing the dynamic and the culture of the Indiana Fever.
Two of you have something special brewing. How did you get that three-point groove going, Lexi?
I got to my spot, so she can find anyone pretty much anywhere. So
But you know what's crazier? This isn't just some flash in the pan. The Fever are building something real here. They're not just dreaming about championships. They're assembling a squad that could dominate for years. It's like watching a sleeping giant wake up and start flexing its muscles. Are you ready for this? The WNBA better watch out, because Indy's coming in hot. This season's gonna be wild, and you won't want to miss a single second. The Fever are about to light up the league, and trust me, it's gonna be one heck of a show.